Welcome back, dear students, on my session on numerical on DC shunt motor. So we have already dealt with the theory on DC shunt motor. So we'll look at the numericals. So now these are the formulas which everyone should remember. So the first thing is to find the field current ISH. So here we can see that a DC shunt motor, the name itself tells you the windings are connected in parallel fashion, that is shunt mode. Therefore you can see that the armature is connected in parallel with the field winding. So that's why we call this motor as DC shunt motor. Now the voltage across the motor, you can see the supply voltage is fed across the motor. Now this voltage will remain same across armature as well as field. Therefore this shunt field resistance RSH can be found if we know ISH and V. So now generally in the numericals they will mention the field resistance as well as the armature resistance. So and the voltage will also be mentioned. So you will be knowing voltage and you will be knowing the resistance. Then how to find the current ISH? So current ISH is the field current which will flow in the shunt field winding. So therefore this RSH is nothing but voltage across the resistance. So at this point you can see the voltage across RSH is same as V. Therefore RSH is equal to V by ISH, or ISH is equal to V by RSH as per the Ohm's law. Therefore I got ISH is equal to voltage, that is V, by the resistance RSH. So now generally in the question IL will be given, the load drawn by the motor will be given. So once you find the ISH, that is the shunt field current, you can find the armature current easily. So the next step is to find the armature current IA. So apply KCL at this point. So IL is entering, IA is leaving, ISH is leaving. Therefore IL is equal to IA plus ISH. Therefore IA is equal to IL minus ISH. So generally V will be given, IL will be given, RA will be given, RSH will be given. So the first thing is to find V by RSH is equal to ISH. So now two parameters are known, that is IL and ISH. Once you know IL and ISH, you can find the IA, that is the armature current. So IA is equal to IL minus ISH. So once you find the IA, you can find the back EMF. So EB is equal to V minus IA RA. This is already we have discussed under the theory of this chapter. So here you have the back EMF voltage, right? So EB will be in this direction, upper direction. So EB will oppose the apply voltage always. Therefore when you apply the KVL to this loop, you will get EB plus IARA is equal to V, or EB is equal to V minus IARA. So that's why the back EMF can be found as EB is equal to V minus IARA, where IA is found as IL minus ISH. So now you have the back EMF. Next thing is to find the speed. So generally the question asked will be, all the terminologies will be given and finally they will ask to find the speed and torque of the DC shunt motor. That's why to find the speed, and the next one is torque. So this is our main aim, to find the speed and torque. To find the speed and torque, we must find ISH, IA and EB. So remember this. So that's why to find the speed N, we must use the formula N is equal to EB into 60A by 5ZP. I hope everyone remembers the EMF equation of DC generator. So we have already seen that E is equal to 5ZNP by 60A. hope you remember this. So EB or E is equal to 5ZNP by 60A, where A is equal to P for lap winding and A is equal to 2 for wave winding. This we have already done. So the same formula I am going to use here. So instead of taking it as just E, I am taking it as EB. So this back EMF is equal to 5ZNP by 60A, where N is speed in RPM. So that's why just cross change here and you will get N is equal to EB into 60A by 5ZP. So if you remember this formula, you can write this formula where EB is back EMF and it is found to be V minus IA RA. And finally, we have already derived for the equation of torque, TA. So torque is equal to 0.1595ZIA P by A, where P is number of pole and A is number of parallel paths. So where A is equal to P for lap winding and A is equal to 2 for wave winding. It remains same for this. So you should remember these steps. And there are consequences that they may give you armature current directly in the question. IA will be given. Then there is no necessity to find ISH because we need V minus IA RA. So if IA is given, then directly you can substitute the armature current here and you can get the answers. So let us look at the numericals and you will understand what I have explained here. So this is the problem statement. A 4-pole DC shunt motor takes 22 amperes from 220 volt supply. The armature and field resistances are 0.5 ohm and 100 ohm respectively. The armature is lap connected with 300 conductors. If the flux per pole is 20 milliweber, calculate the speed and gross torque. As I told, normally or generally they will ask for speed and torque, or they will ask for back EMF and speed, back EMF and torque, but most of the question will be on speed and torque. So to find the speed and torque, we must follow those 5 steps. So let me write the given. So a 4-pole, therefore number of poles P is equal to 4. DC shunt motor takes 22 amperes from 220 volt supply. See, remember, it takes 22 amperes from 220 volt means this is the load current IL. Therefore IL is equal to 22 amps from 220 volt supply. Therefore the supply voltage V is equal to 220 volt. Next, the armature and field resistances are 0.5 ohm and 100 ohm respectively. It means there are 2 resistances. So the first one is armature. So armature resistance is 0.5 ohm. Therefore RA, R suffix A, this A will refer to the armature, and the field resistances. So therefore the next one is RSH, field resistance. Shunt field, therefore I am representing it as SH. If it was series motor, then RSE. So this is RSH. So RSH is equal to 100 ohm. So therefore the armature is lap connected with 300 conductor. So lap, for lap A is equal to P, and we know that P is equal to 4 here, with 300 conductors. Therefore Z is equal to 300, and if the flux per pole is 20 milliweber, that is phi, flux per pole, phi is equal to 20 into 10 to the power minus 3. Why? Because it is milliweber. So calculate the speed and torque. So I have got the given data. I have written, noted it here. So the first step is to draw the circuit. So it is as such. So you can see this is a shunt motor and V is equal to 220 volt. IL is 222 amperes. RA is 0.5 ohm and RSH is 100 ohm. So these things are given here. So draw this circuit first and then let me find ISH as it is not given here. So the first step is to find the field current ISH. I know that ISH is equal to V by RSH, where V is equal to 220 volt and RSH is 100 ohm. Therefore, ISH is equal to 220 by 100, which will give you 2.2 amperes. So now I know IL as 22 amperes and ISH is equal to 2.2 amperes. Next, I can find out armature current IA. Therefore, armature current IA is equal to IL minus ISH. So IL is 22 amperes, ISH is 2.2. Therefore, 22 minus 2.2 is equal to 19.8 amperes. So I got the armature current IA. Once I get IA, next step is to find the back EMF EB. Therefore, to find the back EMF EB, EB is equal to V minus IA RA. So V is now 220 volt, armature current IA is 19.8 and armature resistance is 0.5 ohm. So substitute in the given formula, I will get EB or the back EMF as 210.10 volts. So next is to find the speed as given in the question. So N is equal to EB 60A by 5ZP. Remember the EMF equation of DC generator, E is equal to 5ZNP by 60A. The same thing I have shuffled here and there, and finally I will get the speed N is equal to EB into 60A by 5ZP. So where EB is 210, A is P for lap, that is nothing but 4, phi is 20 milliweber, Z is 300 and P is again 4. So substitute here and you will get N as 2100 RPM because it is speed, revolutions per minute. So now the final thing is to find the torque. So to find the torque TA is equal to 0.159 phi ZIA P by A. So phi is again 20 milliweber, Z is 300, IA is 19.8, P is 4 and A is equal to P, which is also again 4. So directly substitute in the formula, you will get answer as 18.9 Newton meter. So torque is Newton meter. So this is how you have found the answer for the given question, that is to find the speed and gross torque. But you have to follow these 5 steps. So here the load current IL was given, that's why you must find ISH and then you must find IA. If ever it had given as a 4-pole DC shunt motor draws armature current, means you could have taken IA as directly 22, but what it tells is this as load current. So remember this. So these 3 are the assignment problems. Do it yourself. If you have any doubt, please let me know. Thank you.